What up, peeps? Ergy here / Momo. A few things I want to talk about, so before you cut me off, so you know and you stick it through all the way to the end, I'm going to talk about upcoming events, a new class that we're adding on Friday, and my experience with the event yesterday on the guiding side, and then on the side of actually plunging, doing the cold plunge. Okay, I first want to explain what the EYECU self movement is. So you all know the EYECU self movement. First, for those of you, I know those of you who know me well, know that I've been on the quest for, well, definitely the last 7 years of ergy being alive, and definitely within the last 18 years, this has been birthed and nourished and fed to get to this place. A turnkey experience. It's something that I've envisioned for so long in my mind, never really even knowing that I was going to open up my own space, but rather that I know that I wanted to be part of that, be part of creating that somehow, never knowing how that was going to look like. Like, I don't know where it was going, and I knew that I wasn't lost. That's definitely, and I'm quoting a song, it's just so true. Like, I never knew where it was going. I just always knew I wasn't lost. So this is something that I've envisioned for so long, and ergy is definitely the gateway to ultimately what will definitely happen. Because one thing I've learned and experienced in this mighty life of mine has been that what I put my mind to, I achieve. That everything God placed in front of me was for a purpose and to serve a purpose. And I look back and I'm grateful for it all. And I believe in God, and I believe in a higher power, not because I sat in a church every Sunday and all that good stuff, but rather because I experienced God in so many ways and so many different times in my life, without even realizing who God was or what God was, or that I was a reflection of that. It's something I believe in, and I know that purpose that I serve in this lifetime, on this earth, in my human experience, is to definitely be part of this movement that I am helping create. So ergy definitely is has been fitness and mindfulness, and those of you who've been part of my journey in the last almost 18 years knows that I've been preaching this forever and talking like this forever, and in my own healing and evolution and enlightenment have gotten to where I am today, sitting in front of you all, right, with a lot of wisdom and a lot of inspiration, and I've been vulnerable with you guys, exposing all those parts of me, because in doing so, I know I was helping others see that it's okay to be that we're all perfectly imperfect, that life is about struggling and tripping and failing and getting back up and succeeding in glorious moments, and it's all serves a purpose to getting back to ourselves. So ergy has served an amazing purpose, and it will continue to serve a purpose, and ergy is ergy, and now this is ergy's evolution. The EYECU movement, I've slowly been building a team. I've had, in the last almost 18 years, amazing people alongside of me that I could not have been here without all those people. And you who know who you are, the ones that have come, that have gone, that are still there, and then the ones who are there but in a distance, all you guys have definitely played such a huge part of the foundation that ergy stands on, and I'm grateful to you all, always, forever. And now ergy's evolving into the EYECU movement. ergy continues, and the EYECU movement is being fueled by that. I have Claire the Bear, my gorgeous, my Patty, not only in my personal life as well as now in my business life. And then Guru D was a missing puzzle. And once Guru D came in, I knew, okay, and it's time. And then all the other small pieces like Hughes, Footworks, all you guys that are coming in daily, like, and bringing in people from my community, and having you guys be part of teaching and all that. Now it's just a time to make this happen, and I feel right behind it. And as much as I stood behind ergy, and 1,000% I do, and I always will, because ergy has its own legs. Ergy is ergy, and fitness is there, and I will always do that. And and I definitely foresee myself doing certification. That was Zuko. I don't know if you guys saw him pass by me. Hey, baby. Now it's the EYECU movement, because it's the fitness, including that's movement with the breath and the mindfulness, and all the different ways that we can heal ourselves and be part of belonging, and we're all lifting each other up, and so we're all trying to get to the same place. And the EYECU movement is helping create a space that's going to allow that, now with a team alongside me. And I can't, I'm mindful enough to know that I know a lot, and I'm mindful enough to know that I don't know it all, and that I can't do it by myself, and that I am a servant to this great cause and purpose, and that I want greatness alongside me. I love to see Patty do her thing and shine and speak and change lives, and I love to see Claire and the role that she's starting to play and all this, step into her mighty greatness, and then Guru D, to watch him shine as well, and just building a team that I know that all you guys have the option to see who are you all going to connect with. Who's all that person? Because I know I'm not the only one. I find so much joy, and I'm so grateful to sit back sometimes and watch these guys do their thing, and it brings so much joy to my life, because I can't do it alone, and I know that by building a team, I'm creating an opportunity and a platform for everyone to have the opportunity to connect with someone, and that brings joy to my life, and and I have great staff, Flacca and the Bonnies and Flood now, and we're all that same mindset. I love building our team from our tribe, and it's a beautiful thing. And I see you movement, self-movement is the evolution of energy. And I have the team to do it. So, for that, energy is always there, will not go anywhere. It's just, now it's energy, EYECU movement, self-movement, fueled by energy. So now my experience with the plunge. One of the greatest things I love about cold plunging and breath is that, I'm a fan of the indigenous medicine, and I will always be. I've microdosed, I've done combo, DMT is very in near future, probably next month, and ayahuasca sometime in the future, not near. But absolutely, I love indigenous medicine, and we'll always go down that path. And one of the greatest things in the quest of finding another way for those of you that didn't find that path of indigenous medicine even attracting to you, I wanted to be able to continue connecting with you all and providing a platform that gave you tools that can create that in another way. And breath was it. The wisdom of breath, and like Gongchen and Ro were really the first people to talk to me about breathing through the nose, and Guru D was the one to really help activate my diaphragm. And then Patty and I, because of Amanda saying let's do this Wim Hof, and then all the research, because you guys know that I love to dig in and how we can heal ourselves through breath, simple breath, just breathing. So that's been, I think, like the biggest I think enlightenment that I've had, because that's something that's daily, that's within my control, within not having to call somebody or make a session, make an appointment to have a session to do something indigenous, which I want, but this is something that I can grab onto, and I can apply it immediately, and it can pull me out of where I'm at immediately. And that's been such a great enlightenment, and that's why we've been so eager to share it. So going into that cold plunge for me, and going in and applying the breath work, because when I suffered from anxiety, massive anxiety, very little depression, but definitely anxiety that would bring depression on, because I was miserable living the way I was living. The self-talks, the way my mind was working, it was always overwhelming. I never really had a calm moment. Even when I was laying down, I was a mess. You guys, the ones who know me, or if you don't know, I was a massive sleepwalker. Get dressed, walk, leave, crazy shit, screaming, yelling. And going into a cold plunge and realizing, because your body wants to freaking jump out of there. The water I went into was 46 degrees, that you all experienced, and I'm trying to talk about being on the other side of that. It it was humbling that I could myself, because I know what I'm preaching and what I'm guiding and and another thing is living step rocking that, because I have just finished guiding so many, which I'm so grateful and humble for the opportunity that we had to be able to guide you guys. We do not take that lightly or for granted. So to apply that and to get into that tank and apply everything that we just walked you all through was great, because it really applies to life. That when because all I wanted to do was get up and jump. I'm in fight or flight mode. Everything's telling sense, my breath, take what? And then I'm just calm down. Take a deep breath. Hold your breath up there. Calm down. Let it out. Do it again. And breathe. I'm in control. This is a reflection of every struggle and every anxiety and all the things that seem to consume me. I realize I am in control. I have the power. I am the light. It's great, because what we as a team just put you through, and then I personally went through it and I overcame it and stayed almost 4 minutes, was great, because that doesn't come easy to me, and I know it doesn't come easy to our team either. So everything we're guiding you to is because we don't struggle from it. It's because we do struggle and we apply it, and then we want to share it and we get excited because it works. So being on the other end of that was great, to be able to participate with this team and see the excitement that we all had to bring this together, to be able to offer something for the first I See Yourself movement as a team, to bring this together. And we were every little detail, and to be special, which we will always do. Just this was our first one, and it's the special one because it was our first one, and it was an amazing state of flow. And I feel so grateful that we created an experience, and so many people overcame something, allowed us to be part of that, and trusted in us, and it was beautiful. And I know from just the feedback we got how amazing that was for so many, and we are grateful, and we're mindful of who's there and what's presented to you guys, and that the information we have, that we really do our homework on it, and that we at least provide the information for it, and it opens the door for you. Because even though we're telling you all this, we want you guys to question it. We want you guys to do your own research. We want you guys to apply all the different type of breathworks, and we're going to continue to bring that to the table. So again, thank you to everybody that came. Before I forget, we appreciate you guys so much for trusting in us and believing in us. So thank you. So okay, our next event is April 4th, 10:30 to 1 p.m. Breath, movement, breath, and into the plunge. So breath, movement, mindfulness, cold plunge. It's going to be the same structure. The content in the middle will be different. There'll be maybe a little more expansion on the nutrition part from Sophie, and as well as different applications of breath work, and just a different content in the middle. That's going to be April 4th. We already, I think, we have 7 slots already taken, so there is 13 available. You see, I can do math now. All that breath work, it really makes a difference in the brain, and that's something I'm going to go into a little bit more depth on the next one. Anyway, so April 4th, 10:30 to 1 p.m. 7 slots are already taken. And then before I go into the next event, we're going to offer a class Fridays at 6 p.m., 5:30 to 6 p.m. I want to get feedback from you all. There's going to be a 30 to 45 minute breath work and then plunge. So we're going to offer that every Friday. It's going to be led by one of us or all of us, and that is going to be $20 for members, $40 for non-members every Friday. And then you guys give me feedback on the time, and then to follow and just to plant the seed in y'all's head to start mentally preparing. We're going to do breath, movement, mindfulness, fire walking. So you guys are like, oh man, you guys are crazy. What the fuck? That's crazy. I ain't going to do it. Yeah, you are going to do it. Trust me. Because we're going to do a video when this team does it. And you guys are going to be curious, because you're going to realize, like, the mind is the most powerful thing. And what this does to you and how it empowers you. And it reminds us that we are unlimited and endless. And there is nothing that we are not capable of doing. So eyes open. So EYECU movement is the evolution of EYECU. EYECU is still there. Will continue to always be there. That is the foundation of the EYECU self movement. Momo out. EYECU out, Maria out, Maximilian out, and whoever else is in my head. See ya.